Most people who spend their weekends out on the water dread the moment they get home and realize they have a pile of fish waiting to be cleaned. It is the one part of the hobby that feels more like a chore than a reward. That is where this little gadget comes in. It is designed to take the tedious work of skinning fillets and pulling out those annoying rib bones and turn it into something that happens in seconds. When you first pick it up, it feels surprisingly light, maybe a pound or so, which is a relief because you do not want something heavy and clunky when your hands are already covered in scales and slime. The design is pretty straightforward, just a simple plastic housing with a stainless steel blade that floats, meaning it adjusts to the thickness of the fillet as you feed it through. What is clever here is the intake wheel. It is built to be corrosion resistant, which is a must since you are obviously working in a wet environment. Now here is the thing that actually makes a difference. It has a two-step power trigger. You have to be intentional about turning it on, which is a smart safety touch so you do not accidentally fire it up while you are just moving it around the cleaning station. The fact that it is cordless is the real winner. Being tethered to a wall outlet while you are trying to maneuver a fish fillet is a recipe for a mess, so having that lithium-ion battery inside gives you the freedom to work wherever the cleaning table happens to be. It charges up with a standard adapter, and it holds enough power to get through a decent haul without dying on you. One feature that is a nice addition is the reverse function. If you have ever used a tool like this and had a piece of skin get jammed, you know how frustrating that can be. Being able to just hit reverse and back it out is a lifesaver. Honestly, it does a clean job of removing the skin without leaving a bunch of meat behind, which is usually the biggest complaint with electric skinners. You are not going to lose half your fillet to the machine. That said, it is not a magic wand. You still need to get the hang of the angle and the speed at which you feed the fish through. If you try to rush it, you might get a bit of a jagged edge, but once you find the rhythm, it is genuinely fast. If there is a downside, it is that it is still a piece of plastic machinery that needs to be cleaned thoroughly after every use. You cannot just toss it in a drawer and forget about it. You have to make sure the intake wheel and the blade area are rinsed out properly, or it is going to get pretty gross. It is not a replacement for a sharp fillet knife if you are a purist, but for anyone who wants to spend less time cleaning and more time enjoying the catch, this thing is a solid piece of gear to have in the kit. It is simple, it is effective, and it does exactly what it claims to do without overcomplicating the process.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.